Hey, what's up, Northwood Youth? This is your friendly bald youth pastor, John, and I am here with tonight's special music guest. Welcome, Christian Brown from the band Sojourner.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, man? Dude, I'm digging that band's off the wall sweatshirt.
Thank you. It is off the wall.
It's legit.
True to the name.
And I like your socks.
Thank
There's
you.
some sweet striped socks.
I was checking yours out earlier, too. Maybe you can flash those for the camera.
Oh, yes. Gotta represent. Take my wife with me wherever I go. What's up, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what she wanted.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So, man, thanks for being here tonight. Excited to hear some music. Gonna play a newer song,
Yep.
which is exciting.
Mhm.
You want to tell us a little bit about it?
I could just sing parts of it for you right now.
Oh, okay, sweet.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross. And that's just a teaser for you.
Sweet. Okay. Well,
It's on
that'll-
SoundCloud.
that will be good. Yeah, I think we lost half our subscribers, but that's okay.
Viewers are plummeting.
That was good. That brought back some childhood trauma. I appreciated that song. So, how long you been in the band? How long has Sojourner been around?
The band has been around for 6 years. Actually 7. Going on 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And did you start the band? I know you're the front man. Did you start
I
the
did.
band?
I started the band. We started in my old drummer's apartment. It's pretty loud, actually.
Yeah. So when you're doing an interview, you should shut all the doors and make sure there's no outside sound. But that's okay.
We're not live right now, are we?
No, we're not.
We're
This is
recording this for
recorded.
later.
Yeah, this is recorded.
I mean, we are live. So yeah, I started the band.
Sweet, sweet. So I love the name Sojourner, but probably a bunch of people, especially like our middle school and high school kids, may not know what that word actually means. So
A lot of adults don't know what that word means. And very few people can pronounce it. So I'll explain what it is to you and then teach you how to say it. It'll be fun. So sojourner comes from the root word of that is journey, right? Jorn. Not like DiGiorno, that's pizza of a terrible quality. But sojourner, like journey. So it's the word for someone who is traveling or living in a land that they are not from. So some people call that a foreigner or an alien, but yeah, sojourner.
sweet, sweet. So why did you choose a name that you maybe knew would be hard for people to pronounce? Has a lot of meaning though. It's a
Yes.
powerful word, I think.
It does have a lot of meaning. I have always felt, I've had this like nagging feeling that I just don't belong here. Whether it's like, I feel like I don't understand people, or I just don't, there's something that I'm missing about life. Or sometimes, you just feel lonely for no reason. Later though, I met Christ, and I eventually realized that the reason that I feel like I don't belong here is because I don't, and that it doesn't have to be this sad, depressing thought anymore. Instead, it's the opposite. It's this hopeful thing that like, oh, I'm working towards, I'm seeking this place that I belong in Christ.
Absolutely. That's truth right there. I think that hits a lot of people who are watching this probably right where they are. They're really just beginning to grow into that and try to identify with that. Powerful. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know. I mean, I've been listening to your band for a while. I think the first time I ever heard Sojourner play, I think you're maybe mostly playing cover songs, It was for an event called Project Hope,
Yeah,
giving away school supplies at Silky Field.
that was great.
Yeah.
We were playing in the corner of a parking lot, like 200 yards away from a crowd of people,
Yeah.
waiting in line to grab like school supplies.
Yes, that was
great.
awesome. But I loved it. There are some great Reliant K covers in there. I think I can remember at least one. Maybe not.
It's possible. It was so long ago, I don't really remember what we played at that time, actually.
Okay.
But probably. I love Reliant K.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Well, I love your sound. What kind of bands influence your sound, and what are you listening to right now that you're jamming out to?
I grew up listening to the Beatles and the Monkees, a bunch of like 60s and 70s pop bands. Always loved, well, actually not always, I guess. I listened to everything that my dad listened to, so it was a lot of that old classic rock stuff, Van Halen, AC/DC, which is funny because like I couldn't care less about that stuff anymore. Eventually, I started playing bass clarinet, and I was listening to a lot of like Benny Goodman and like 20s jazz. And then I discovered Blink-182 and pop punk.
All right.
And I quit clarinet and started playing guitar.
Yeah, it's a step up in the coolness factor for sure.
Yeah. I really wanted to get a skateboard, but none of my friends would teach me because they thought that I would hurt myself really badly.
Well, you did play the bass clarinet, so...
They're like, oh man, this guy's willing to do some really crazy stuff. We should not let him skateboard.
That's awesome.
But Coldplay, Switchfoot, The Killers,
Yeah.
the golden age of music, Two Door Cinema Club. Right now, I really love a band called Pine Grove, and I've been digging Author, and there's a lot. I mean, I work at a recording studio now, so I listen to a lot of music. Either people are playing me stuff to check out, or they're recording their songs in front of me.
Right.
So
absolutely, that's cool, man. Awesome. Well, tonight we are in the middle of a series of messages leading up to Easter. And last week we started talking about fear. We really believe like that the Easter message speaks right into the situation that our world is facing with a pandemic and lots of fear all over the world. It's everywhere. And a lot of people feeling isolated, even more so, it's just heightened. And so we absolutely believe that the resurrection just speaks, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, that is, speaks directly to us all the time, but it seems even more so in this time that we need the Easter message that speaks about new life. And I love for people, they get to hear from me all the time, but to just get perspective from you. Some of our kids know who you are and follow the band already. So if you could share for you, in your experience, your understanding, what new life looks like or means, that'd be awesome.
New life, I think as a Christian, someone who is continually being transformed by this relationship with Jesus, you're trying to figure out what it all means. You're trying to understand how to pray, how to talk to him, how to hear from him, and you're trying to like read the Bible, which is a really old book and very confusing. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of room to grow, enough to where you would never fit it in a whole lifetime. But the exciting part, and that the part that's always kept me going, is as you go, as you dig into it, as you seek Jesus every day, eventually you get to these points where either you notice in the moment or you look back and you see the transformation, you see the effects of what has happened to you. Maybe it's something simple like, oh, I don't swear at my parents anymore. Or maybe it's something big like, wow, I am helping my friend understand the Bible or something. You know, like there's lots of ways that happens, but that's exciting when you see it in yourself, it's exciting. When you see it in other people, it's exciting. So
Very cool. Very cool. If you could give us like a tweetable version of that, like 10 words or less.
okay, dope stuff all day, except when it's bad. There's 8.
8 words. That's awesome.
2
That's awesome.
with some
Not to
change.
take away from everything that you said, because I think it's totally right on, and I absolutely support it and appreciate that. And you talked about looking back. Obviously, with recent news and updates, we've got one more month of kind of living in this way that is so weird for so many of us, and for a lot of people, it has interrupted their rhythms, especially all of our students who aren't going to school or now having to do like distance learning or online.
That's a lot of Fortnite to put on somebody all at once.
Absolutely. Have you found that your rhythm has changed, or maybe the way you're even looking at your life or just life in general has shifted a little bit?
Absolutely. I haven't been able to work for 3 weeks or so. It's been strange. So finding myself just trying to find things to do to stay productive. My cat is getting way more attention than he wants. My wife is working from home right now, so we're starting to get on each other's nerves a little bit. Today was my turn. And I would say, though, that I have been super connected to a group of people that I normally am not so connected to. For whatever reason, that's just how the chips fell. Some friends of mine started doing Zoom calls pretty frequently to pray together, or I have a couple friends who are doing a YouVersion group Bible study daily thing. Scott, I'm doing it with Scott and a couple guys, which has been really good, and it's been so nice to. We always need God, but times like this, it's very easy to see why we need God. So it's for me, it's a time in my life where I'm just spending a lot of time just examining my need for God.
Awesome. Right on. Thanks. I appreciate just being honest and straight up about that, and we just hope for the future that sooner than later we'll be able to get back to things as normal, whatever normal is. Not sure there is a normal. Hey, before we say bye to Christian, could you straighten something out for us? So your band Sojourner played at our middle school winter retreat, Ignition,
Super
and
fun.
there are a whole bunch of kids who were arguing about how old you actually are.
Okay, well,
so could you set the record straight for everybody how old you actually are?
Okay, so when Ignition happened, I was 47. My birthday has happened since then, so I am 48.
Okay, there you have it. That's it. That settles it. All right, peace out. We'll see you. Look forward to hearing you tonight.
And to you, sir.